The world is holding its breath because three very powerful capitals are now locked in a dangerous triangle: Washington, Beijing, and Tehran. And the message coming from each other, it is not coming. It is getting sharper, it is getting louder, and it is getting more confrontational. The question tonight is no longer, is tension rising? The real question is, are we drifting towards a conflict that no one may be able to stop? You're watching Times XP. It's me, Riti Yatri, and let's begin at the United Nations, where diplomacy often whispers, but this time it won't. China stepped forward with an unusual direct message to the United States. No coded language, no diplomatic softness. Beijing warned against what it called military adventurism. Basically, in simple words, do not start a war here. That's right. China argued that any use of force against Iran could throw the entire Middle East into extremely unpredictable situation, triggering chain reaction far beyond the region. Because history tells us something very important. Wars in the Middle East never stay contained. Oil markets react instantly. Global trade trembles, security alliances get tested, and all of a sudden, a regional crisis becomes a global shockwave. Well, China is not just speaking as a distant observer, it has deep economic stakes in the region. Iran supplies energy critical to Asian market. Trade routes pass through the volatile water. Stability keeps global manufacturing alive. Now, for Beijing, this is not ideology, this is strategy. But while China spoke from New York, Tehran spoke with a warning of its own. Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, delivered a message that analysts are calling one of the harshest in recent months. Even a small attack would trigger war. No retaliation here, not a response. War. Now that single word, it changes the temperature of the entire crisis. Iran is signaling that it will not differentiate between a limited strike and a full-scale assault. Now from Tehran's perspective, any missile, any bombing, any covert hit crosses a red line. And this time Iran is sounding uncompromising because the leadership believe that deterrence works only when threats sound believable. Iran wants Washington to calculate the cost, and that cost could include missile retaliation, proxy escalation, maritime disruption, and regional instability. Now remember here, Iran influence stretches through multiple theaters. When Tehran speaks, many capitals listen but very carefully. Now, in the end, let's shift our focus to Washington. The United States is not just talking, it is moving assets. US President Donald Trump announced that a US naval armada is heading towards the region. Aircraft carrier, escort destroyers, advanced surveillance system. Now, this is not routine deployment. Naval buildings are strategic signals, visible from space and impossible to misinterpret. They communicate readiness, but they also increase risk. Because when military forces operate in close proximity, even one misunderstanding can spiral. And history has shown this repeatedly, from the Cold War to the modern flashpoint. So, in the end, here's what we need to say. At the heart of it lies a familiar but unresolved issue: Iran's nuclear program. Tehran says it is open to fair nuclear agreement, but here's the catch. Iran insists negotiations must happen without any pressure, without any threat. And Washington, along with their several allies, they remain deeply skeptical. They argue that Iran continues to pose a major security challenge. And that's why trust, well, that is short in supply. And diplomacy without trust, it becomes painfully fragile.